Greetings viewers, NYC Resistance, and as you can see I have some more NYPD trauma-based slave training for you. You know what they call their stop and frisk program. But what I want to tell y'all is that there's a hot war on for black men and boys. You're under full-scale attack by the NYPD. They want you either dead or in prison. You know what I mean? And I mean that literally. You know, you see they're employing Muslims now to, you know, so the Muslims can't say it's not, you know, it's not because you're Muslim. It's not because you're Muslim we have command bases set up outside your mosque. You know, and they like to employ the people that they want to destroy. You know, so you know, back to this. As I was sitting here recording this this trauma-based slave training, I started looking at the young men. You know, I started looking at the ponytail on one of them, you know, his hat turned to the side. You know, the other young man standing at the back of the car with the black hoodie. And I'm looking at them, I'm like, you know, these young kids, they're exercising their individuality, you know, that we're supposed to be able to express under the First Amendment, but they don't understand, you know, a lot of us don't understand how dangerous it is to express our individuality today. Because we really have no individuality, because we're being programmed by gangster rap music, by gangster rap videos, by gangster movies. Every song is about either selling drugs, somebody hating on you, you riding dirty with a gun in your car, you know, you got a pound of cocaine in the trunk, the cops are following you. When you put those noise canceling headphones on, you know, that cost $200, $300, $400 just for the headphones. What is your mind being programmed with? You see what I'm saying? So these kids, they want to look like their favorite rapper, you know, who's making millions of dollars a year, you know, who has a big mansion and a $100,000 car, and they want to dress like him and look like him to be cool, you know, to be liked by their friends. But when you dress like that rapper, now the police can call you a thug. You see what I'm saying? Our reputation has been essentially destroyed by the entertainment industry, by the Jewish Zionist-owned entertainment industry. They have purposely, on purpose, destroyed the reputation of the black man through every mode of entertainment possible. You see what I'm saying? So now when we go out there and we turn our hat to the side, you know what I'm saying, and wear certain clothes, you know, like our favorite rapper, they don't associate you with the money and the success of a rapper, you know, a rapper that makes millions of dollars a year. No, they just see you as a poor, broke thug living in the projects. You see what I'm saying? That's a very dangerous precedent. When I could post a video of people's rights getting violated, and the only thing Caucasians could leave in the comment section is you people commit 90% of the crime. I'm like, yo, what does this have to do with what somebody else does? You see what I'm saying? So they're essentially saying if one black person does something, we all are held responsible for it. You see what I'm saying? It's like some sort of superposition, some sort of quantum computer thing going on where two things are happening in two different places at the same time. If one black person does something, then I'm actually doing it at the same time, and just like he goes to jail over there, I should go to jail over here. You know, that's what these people are saying to us. So I'm just saying, you know, take heed to what your children are listening to when they put those headphones on. You know, take heed to what your children are watching, because they're being programmed. This is how the Nazis did it, and they brought it over here. It's called MK Ultra. Look it up and see how people are brainwashed, how their minds are programmed to act and behave a certain way. And our children and many adults are being programmed to act and behave a certain way to destroy themselves. So after you destroy yourselves, Caucasians could say, look at him, look at her, look how she's behaving, look how he's behaving. You know, they don't want to pay no attention to why you're behaving like that, how you came to act like that, which is the programming, the billions of dollars they invested in programming. That's why all the songs, all the music have a common thread. They all have to be about jealousy, all have to be about drugs, all have to be about materialism, all have to be about somebody hating on you, or you hating somebody, or somebody don't like you. Almost none of the songs are positive. Why? None of them. You know what I mean? Other than that, all we have is sports. And all the athletes have to sign contracts. You know what I mean? And they turn into the pets of Caucasians. I mean, so I'm just using this video to tell people, you know what I mean, black people, we have no individuality in America. Probably throughout the world. Our reputation has been destroyed. You know what I mean? You have the #1 murderer, the #1 land thief, the #1 rapist now telling us that we're the #1 criminal. Can you believe it? I mean, when they murder millions of people, they call it war. We kill one person, we're a murderer. You see what I'm saying? If we steal something, we're a thief. If they steal something, they discovered it. So these are the type of people we're living under, and it shows by the comments. You know what I mean? So these young men, you know, they got released because they did nothing wrong. Their information goes into some Caucasian database for later retrieval, so they could be hunted down later. You know what I mean? That's it for them. They wrote down the information. They got a plan for them 2 young boys. We see them as our children. You know what I mean? To Caucasians, they see them as somebody who belongs in a cage or a casket, period. That's what's going on. I know y'all don't want to believe it. I know I'm full of hate and I'm racist for showing you this. You know what I mean? But that's what's going on. You know, one of these days, you're all going to have to embrace reality, whether you want to embrace it now or embrace it later. But you're going to all have to return either to this channel, if it's still here in the future, or just think in your mind, yo, he was right. He was 100% right. It took me a while to come to terms, you know, with what's going on. You know, so I don't expect you to just be like, yo, you know, just, yeah, he's right away. It might take some time, but the sooner the better. The sooner you realize what's happening to you, what's being done to you willfully and on purpose, the sooner you'll be able to get out of this false habitat, this false paradigm, and stop thinking the way they want you to think, the way they've been brainwashing you to think. Stop watching those reality shows where everybody's fighting. You know what I mean? Everybody's fighting over a woman. Everybody's fighting over a man. That's not your reality. That's the reality they wanna push on you. You see what I'm saying? That housewives and basketball wives and this and this and that. Everybody's in the house fighting. Everybody's in there acting stupid. That's not how decent people act. You know what I mean? A lot of times that's not even how black people look in the real world. You understand me? This is all programming. MK Ultra programming. You know, subliminal messages, programming you. Like whatever you think a lot, that's what you become. That's how they program all the cops to act the way they act. You know what I mean? Because when they join the force, they gotta keep writing down everything they do in their notepad. Every second you see these cops, they write in something in their notepad. They're being programmed through repetition. If you keep on making somebody do or see or listen to the same thing, it's not before long they start to act, you know, in whatever way they perceive the world. So if they're constantly being told, hey, watch your back, yo, somebody might kill you. You might not make it home at the end of this tour if you don't, you know, if you don't shoot first, if you don't, you know, if you hesitate, your family might have to bury you. So they got these cops, you know, scared to death of people that they used to walk amongst and know. It's not like you was a cop forever. You was a regular person just like everybody else. Now you join the force and now you on edge. Now you ready to shoot everybody that looks at you the wrong way, everybody that, you know, isn't trembling in your presence, you know, you all ready to shoot them. Come on. You was a regular citizen just like everybody else one day. Don't let them program you and turn you to something else. I mean, I'm just trying to, you know, shed some light on what's going on with the minds of black men on a psychological level and how brainwashing is being used to make black people that don't know any better, you know, or African people or Kemetic people, you know, they're trying to make us behave and dress in a certain way so that as they exterminate us, we'll receive no sympathy or empathy from anybody. They're trying to justify it through the rap music, you know, through the imagery that we're constantly exposed to, through the negativity. You know, websites like worldstarhiphop.com that only post negativity on their website to justify our extermination. And yes, they're moving to exterminate us, without a doubt. So I'm just gonna end this video and y'all just think about what I said. You know, take those headphones off your children and just listen to what they're listening to. I think you're gonna be surprised. Y'all take care.